jaded, baby, wipe your eyes. Don't let him see that he got the best of you. Girl, I'll take the rest of you. Look, time to boss up. Fix your credit, girl, get at it. Get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Girl, you got it. You got it.
What's good? It's Lady Love, and I'm back with another cooking video. So a happy Monday. Today's meal was actually supposed to be made yesterday, but yesterday I was just like so tired, just didn't feel like want to do nothing, and I had already prepared everything, so I thought, why not just do it for today? Especially because I told my daughter that I would make this for Sunday's dinner, and I didn't. So I'm making that today. So on today's menu, I am going to be making spaghetti baked with a homemade meat sauce. Okay. Now, you're gonna see that I started my meat sauce way earlier. Okay. And so, you know what I'm saying, it's just getting this little marinade on, simmer, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, stay tuned for the next part of this video. Okay, so by the time you see this, I've already spoken that I am making a spaghetti bake with a homemade meat sauce. Now, I already kind of started on some of it. That's just the meat. I'm about to turn that on. That is some regular ground chicken with some hot Italian sausages. I also have some turkey sausage right here. And here's my veggies. As you can see, I got my onions, my red peppers, my green peppers, and that is 2 cloves of garlic. I have my liquid base, which is just some chicken broth that I made, and I have my whole grain spaghetti. You would never know I was using whole grain spaghetti unless I told you, because there's no different in taste to me. But for me, it's better for me to eat that than it is to eat the regular spaghetti noodle. Plus, that is high in fiber. So anyway, yeah, I have to each his own how you make the sauce. This is the easier version of the sauce. So if you're going to do it the other way, which is with the fresh tomato and the fresh basil and stuff, I'm telling you, that's fire too. It just takes a lot longer. So I'm going this route. So anyways, I have my fire roasted diced. That's going to give it a little extra flavor. And then you see I have the regular diced tomato. I have some garlic powder. I have tomato paste, which is going to thicken it up. I have some Italian seasoning. I have some cayenne pepper to give it some spice. Of course, because this is a sauce, I have to put my bay leaf in there. I have my complete seasoning. I have some onion powder. I have some basil leaves. Oh yeah, do I got some time? I think I'm out of time. Oh, no, I'm not. Because I'm like, oh, I guess I can grab that. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I ain't got that much, but I'm going to add the thyme leaves as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm about to build this all up, about to get this meat going. Because this is going to simmer for like 3.5 to 4 hours. I got a couple of errands to run, so I'm going to just let it do what it do while I'm gone. I would have put it in my crock pot, but I don't know why I just didn't do that, but it's cool. So yeah, so let me get this meat going and I'll show you through every process, so stay tuned. Okay, so I didn't add my veggies, and I'm just going to mix that in with the chicken sausage and the ground chicken. So the chicken sausages, if you can tell, they were whole sausages. I just cut them up a little bit, not too much, because with the casing on the outside, that meat just gonna come out anyway, since I cut it up a little bit while it was raw. And I'm just going to just keep going like excuse me, I'm gonna just keep breaking it up while the veggies is cooking through with it. I'm getting nervous because normally when I do my sauce, I would have used my stock pot, but obviously I ain't. So I'm hoping that this don't get to the point to where it's too much in here. So anyways, I am just going to break up the sausages a little bit more, because as you know, since it's going to be cooking on simmer for a while, it's going to break up anyway. And I'm going to let these veggies cook in a little bit more until I can really smell that aroma of that garlic and the onion. And then I'll add the sauce, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, I done had to switch out that saucepan for the stock pot. So I have all 4 of my cans of diced tomatoes in here, as well as you can see right here. What is that? About 1/3 of the can of the tomato sauce, and I'm just going to stir that through. And let this come back up to a boil. I have not added my my turkey sausages yet. I'm going to add that in when I get back. I mean, I could do it now. I guess I can do it now. It doesn't really make a difference for me. Okay. Let me see. And right now I'm about to start adding in my my herbs and spices and stuff. We're gonna start out with the thyme. Ooh, focus. Okay. When it comes to each his own when it comes to a homemade tomato sauce. The reason why I started doing mine homemade when I feel like it, when I do eat spaghetti now, is because I'm finding that the older I'm getting, I can just really taste certain stuff in processed already sauces and food, and I can taste a strong taste of sugar when it comes to spaghetti sauces in a jar already. And a lot of people, some people say sugar belongs in spaghetti. I don't know. I don't judge. If that's what you feel, that's what you feel. I've never actually put that into my spaghetti, but it's in the jar of sauce. And when it comes to making a homemade sauce, people do put sugar in it. The sugar, when people make it homemade, is due to the fact it balances out the acidity from the tomatoes and stuff like that. But for me, because there's already sugar in the tomato sauce and as well as the tomato paste, I'm not adding no extra sugar. So that's just my preference, and I just wanted to put that out there. But anyways, as you saw, I put the thyme, I put the basil already. I'm adding my Badia complete seasoning. I'm also not going to be adding any salt, because the broth is flavorful and the complete seasoning has salt in it as well. Got my cayenne, and then as this, by the time I get back, I'm only going to be going probably like halfway through the sauce being on simmer, but I might add a little bit more herbs and stuff when I get back. It just depends on what it looked like to me. That was just my parsley, my bad. See, get to talking. My parsley. Now I'm about to add in my onion powder. And I'm going to add in my garlic powder. And then I'm going to add in some Italian seasoning. And stir that through. I don't know why I didn't put this on my ring light stand instead of holding it. Okay, so now I'm going to just add the chicken broth, which that is 2 cups. And I'm going to stir that through. This is very meaty, but you know, as it cooks down, the tomatoes and all that type of stuff, it's going to be really good. So anyways, I am about to let that come all the way up to a complete boil. Once it comes up to a complete boil, I am going to put that on low. And what time is it? It's 2:30. So I'm gonna let it do its thing for maybe like 3.5 hours. I'll do a mid check by the time I come back, it'll be like midway through. So I'll do that mid check or whatever check it'll be to show what it look like. You don't have to have it doing it for that long, but that's just going to, the longer your sauce cook, the better. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, I have turned it down to low, but I forgot to go ahead and add in my bay leaves. Just going to add 2 just because of the amount of sauce it is. And as you know, those bay leaves will come out when this is completely done, before I mix it in with the noodles and everything and bake it. So now what I'm just going to do is cover it up and let it be. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, I have already put the noodles on. Them been in that hot water boiling for a few minutes. I'm gonna keep them in there for another 5 minutes, and then we got this delicious sauce. This has been boiling, actually, or not boiling, but simmering for 4.5 hours. So yeah. But it looks great. Everything is boiled down just the way I wanted it to be. So yeah, so stay tuned for the next part. What I'm about to do right now is I'm about to mix in the noodles after they become al dente. I have already preheated my oven to just 350, and I'm going to mix it into the sauce, and then I'm going to put it in a silver bowl. That's for the oven. So stay tuned. What's that? Okay, so now I'm going to see how my little thing goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of I love seasoning. And I'm going to go right this a little bit of that some of that and mix happy. Okay, sauce. And I'm going to pour some sauce in here. This is going to make a mess and I'll do it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and completely start with the root noodles. Okay, so I'm going to mix with the noodles. That is definitely a lot. That's why I make it every time I make it. I always overmake it. Like always never. But since I'm not eating ever on this, I just have this really done quick. Just on the side because this is the first time I'm doing so it becomes my better. That people's did like that. So anyway, I'm going to put it down. Turn that. You on top. You saw I put a little bit in the mixture, and now this is going to go on to the top. I want all that sauce to soak through. Please, Benny. I love some cheese. I don't know how I love cheese with the pasta, but since I told to watch how I eat or what I incorporate into my food, that's too much. I didn't want to do that, so it's regardless. So you guys see that. So now I'm going to add some more parsley just on top of it into the cheese on top of it. I'm also going to add some basil leaves. Then I'm going to some parsley and basil. I buy this fresh as well as I buy and a lot of that's like original. Okay, I love basil and parsley, and I'm going to use some complete seasoning. This is not salty. That's why you see me doing it a few times throughout the video. I get put it into sauce a couple times. I get it into mashed noodles, and now I'm adding some more sauce. Not salty. Just like a blend of herbs and stuff. And a little bit of cayenne because it's just not enough spicy. Even though I want to put some fresh sauce throughout my bowl. Okay, so I'm going to have it first. Our time I was reheated to 350. I'm going to be in the oven for about 25 minutes. I see that's probably and if it's not, then I'll leave it for another 5 minutes. You know, exactly how much time I will keep it. Okay, so as you can see, tonight's meal is completed. That is my spaghetti baked with a homemade meat sauce and just a little something on the side, which is some kale salad with some feta cheese and some salad shrimp and some cherry tomatoes and a little bit of ranch. So yeah, thank you for listening as always. And until next time, peace, light, and love.